Ladies and gentlemen, federal employees, today we're talking about Roth conversions. Whether or not you can do it in the TSP, and spoiler alert, you can't, but there is a way to do it. And we're going to talk about why you would do it, what on earth is a Roth conversion, and when does it make sense for you to save money on taxes over the course of your retirement. Now, if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Dallin Hoswell, a financial planner who serves people just like you, federal employees, to help you guys retire comfortable and confident, and I love it. So let's dive in. Now, what on earth is a Roth conversion? Okay, a Roth conversion. This is what it is. The vast majority of people, federal employees or non-federal employees, have the vast majority of their money, money in pre-tax accounts. Pre-tax accounts, for example, the traditional TSP, okay? That means when you put the money in, you got a tax deduction for doing so, but when the money comes out, you pay taxes then. So for example, let's say you put $10,000 this year into your traditional TSP. Let's say it grows. Now it's worth $50,000, okay? It's worth 50 grand. It grew quite a lot, right, over the course of your career. When it comes out, that entire $50,000 is taxable income. Taxable income, okay? So that's the problem. We've got all this pre-tax dollars. What are we going to do? What is a Roth conversion? Now, let's actually, I got off track a little bit. What's a Roth conversion? A Roth conversion is moving money from a pre-tax account to an after-tax account. After tax, okay? That sounds great, right? We got to pay taxes out of here. We want to move it to a bucket where it can grow tax-free. However, as we know within the TSP, let's say this is the TSP, right? It's got two sides. It's got the traditional side and the Roth, okay? This is where most people are saving their money, but more and more these days are using Roth, okay? So if your money is here already in the pre-tax traditional TSP, you cannot just move that money over to the Roth. That doesn't happen. You cannot do it. It's physically impossible to do, okay? But you can contribute new dollars into the Roth TSP if you'd like. However, if you have most of your money here and in retirement, you want to start working it over to, again, an after-tax account, you can do it. It's just not within the TSP. The TSP doesn't allow Roth conversions. That's the long story short. They don't let it happen within the TSP. But this is what you can do. Okay, let's say again, this is your traditional TSP, okay? Traditional TSP, boom. You can move that over to a Roth IRA, okay? Roth IRA. Again, this is a pre-tax account. This is an after-tax account. Now, why on earth would the government allow that, right? When money comes out of here, you have to pay taxes. When money comes out of here, it's tax-free, right? Why would they allow this transfer? Well, they do, but you do have to pay taxes on anything that goes across, okay? You do have to pay taxes on this. For example, let's say you move $10,000 from a pre-tax account like the traditional TSP over to a Roth IRA. Your taxable income during the year you did that just went up by $10,000, okay? So you do pay taxes on the money that goes over into a Roth IRA. But once that $10,000 is now in this Roth IRA, it can then grow tax-free. And then let's say now it's worth $50,000. The entire $50,000 can come out, again, tax-free, which is fantastic. We love that. Now, again, here's the catch. The money that went in is taxable in the year you convert it. So you want to be careful to convert it in not high tax years for you, right? The principle is, the goal is to convert it so that it doesn't increase your tax bracket. That would be convenient. It doesn't impact your Medicare premiums because Medicare premiums are based on income, and converting money over to a Roth does increase your income, right? So you want to do it in a way so it doesn't impact your taxes or your tax bracket. It doesn't impact your Medicare, but you get money over to a Roth IRA over time. And another huge benefit of a Roth IRA, it's not subject to RMDs. Now, if you've never heard of RMDs, welcome to the land of RMDs. It stands for Required Minimum Distributions, okay? If you've never heard of it, this is what it is. In your 70s, depending on your age, it's either 72, 73, 75, right, depending on when you were born, you are going to be required to start pulling money from pre-tax accounts. Okay, so if you've got a bunch of traditional TSP, even if you don't want to touch it at all, you just want to let it grow. Too bad, so sad. RMD say, hey, you got to start pulling that money out. We want our tax revenue. Okay, that's what it's for. However, Roth accounts are not subject to RMDs. You can keep the money in there and let it grow tax-free forever. And if you pass it on to kids, if you pass a Roth IRA account to kids or a spouse, they don't have to worry about the taxes either. That's tax-free for them. But of course, pre-tax accounts, they'd have to pay the taxes whenever they take the money out. So there's tons of perks for a Roth IRA. Okay, tons of perks. Now, it doesn't make sense for everybody. I'm moving this over again increases your taxable income now. So you have to be okay with that, right? And depending on what tax year you're in, what other income you have, it may or may not make sense this year. Now, to be frank, okay, the best way we've seen this to happen is for people to move from traditional TSP first to what they call a traditional IRA, okay? A traditional IRA. This transfer is non-taxable. The government doesn't care about that transfer. And then from there, you go to a Roth IRA. The reason we like to do this is because if you go directly to a Roth IRA from the TSP is going to withhold taxes. Okay, withhold taxes. Now, that's not the end of the world, but what we'd like to do in an ideal world is, let's do an example actually. Let's say you move $10,000 here, okay? Well, they'll only send $8,000 to your Roth IRA or whatever you withhold for taxes. And they'll take $2,000, send that straight to the IRS. So the net result is you only got $8,000 into the Roth, okay? Because $2,000 went straight to the IRS. Now, if you did it this way, into the traditional IRA, the entire $10,000 can go over because, again, that's a non-taxable transfer. They don't care, right? Then once this last step happens, your traditional IRA goes to the Roth. You can send the entire $10,000 into the Roth IRA and then pay the $2,000 worth of taxes from outside money. If you have cash or a brokerage account, you can pay it with outside money, and the entire $10,000 made it to the Roth account, which then, again, more money can grow tax-free. So I know this is a messy drawing by now, right? But hopefully that makes sense. Long story short, Roth conversions can be super helpful to pay taxes now and stuff, so you can lock in, potentially lower tax bracket as maybe tax rates go up, or maybe your income goes up in the future, or RMDs start for you in the future, whatever it may be, you have more control over when and how you pay taxes with Roth conversions. But again, within the TSP, you can't do it. You have to go to an IRA to make that happen. So I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, put in the comments. I'm sure there's tons of other federal employees with those same questions that they can help you out, okay? I'll see you guys in the next video.